All right, well, I've just got my phone leaned up here. I'm putting my hair up. So, yeah, I have not wanted to do anything since we've been home. And Mom called me and said something earlier today. And I said, Mom, I didn't do anything yesterday. And she goes, I didn't either. There was so much stuff the house needed. There was things that needed to be done, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, well, I didn't know. I said, well, I think it's like jet lag. And she goes, I thought it was just something with me. And I said, no. I said, I think it's jet lag. And so when I got off the phone with her, hold on one second. When I got off the phone with her, I looked it up. And sure enough, it's something called, I think it was called traveler's fatigue. Or something like that. And it is. It doesn't have to be just airplanes. You can get it from long road trips, trains, boats, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I think that's what we're going through. But she just called me and so yesterday and today, there is a movie on Prime. If anybody wants to watch a series, Mom and Dad had watched it before we even took our trip because she had been telling me about it and I had not taken the time to watch another series. Absentia or Absentia, I don't know. It's spelled like absent with an IA on the end, like absentia. But I told Mom, I said it's probably French and we got a fancy pronunciation. It is a good series, really good series. So I am in season 2. I think she said there was 8, but I think there was actually 10 episodes in season 1. I watched them all yesterday, all day long. Did things outside with the chickens and the ducks and loved on the goats a little bit, but I didn't do any projects, start any projects, do anything at all. And today I woke up the same way. Got up and made me and Levi breakfast. Started season 2. Started a load of clothes, things like that. Put the clothes in the dryer. Started another load from our trip. But that's it. Hadn't done anything else. It's a really good movie. So if anybody wants to watch a series, it's really good. So I think there's only 3 seasons. So anyway, so just now, Mom called me. So that's why I was just putting my hair up and putting I had a little dress thing on, little moo-moo thing. Anyway, a little summer dress. But I think I'm going to end up down on my hands and knees because she called me and said they have a leak. Would I come help Daddy? She said that she called Connor down to do something for her, and when he was doing it, he said everything was wet. So it's underneath the cabinet, I'm assuming in the bathroom. You know, Mom and Dad have plumbing. And I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that in any of the videos, even when we redid their bathroom and put the shower in. I don't know if anybody noticed, but there is no sink in their bathroom. I don't know why. It's plumbed. There is hot and cold water underneath that cabinet and drain. But Mom never wanted a sink. I don't know what the point was in that. I don't know. I think they got so used to sort of how I did in the camper with the big utility sink in the bathroom. And it was a camper, but I would wash the dishes and do everything in that utility sink. Because I had taken the back kitchen, the sink out of the kitchen of the camper because it was just, them little kitchen, tiny little sinks when we were living there after the fire. And I think she's got the same mentality on that as I had then, that they had gotten used to not having the bathroom sink for so long when they were getting moved into the new house and stuff. And when they built that house, I'm talking about, 30 years ago when they built that house or whatever, how many years ago it was, that they used the kitchen sink for everything. And the bathroom was like, they got the tub in and the toilet in, but, everything else. And she just got used to it like that now it doesn't bother her. So I don't know. Something evidently has gotten hit or knocked or pushed or something underneath there. So I'm headed down there to fix plumbing. So there is no rest for the weary around here. None. So we'll get down there and see what's going on. I'll see y'all in a minute. Well, it seems all quiet around here. He's probably going to be in a bad mood. I don't see anybody in the house. Lord, there's a bunch of junk out here. Hello? Where's the problem? Hello? Where's the problem, Dad? Where's the problem? In by the laundry room? All right, I'll go in there. I think it's a fairly easy fix. And it wasn't in the sink, it was the shower. And while we were gone on the trip, during that week we were gone, Mama had bought a new shower head, and it was in a box, and Bennett put it on there, and he didn't use any Teflon tape. So this whole time, the shower's been dripping back into the wall. So for however many days that new shower head was on there, and it soaked everything. So we're fixing it, getting it fixed. All right, see you in a bit. I'm back in the car, and I'm at home. I think Bennett stripped the pipe comes up and then turns and goes through the wall, and then you screw on that little silver or chrome, what do they call it, an arm, a shower arm, or whatever that's still called. I think when he did whatever he did up there, he tightened it and it snapped those plastic the CPVC piece that it screwed into. I think he, tightened it so much that it snapped it. Because I put the Teflon tape on there and it still leaked. And it sort of was shooting upward. And I'm like, Dad, I think it's got a split in it. I said, it's been tightened. Daddy may have done it. Daddy may have gone in there. I mean, I don't know. I just know that they found the water, and in Dad's mind, he knew that sometime during this week when we were gone, Bennett had put that shower head on because Mom had left it, and he decided to put it on. I don't know if when they first realized it was leaking, Daddy tried to tighten it, or if it's just, no, that wouldn't have made no sense. He may have snapped it. Bennett may have not put it on tight enough, then Daddy tightened it too much. Or maybe just Bennett did it all. I don't know. I just know that I think it's been snapped. I think it was, how you can tighten things, especially when you're putting metal things into plastic, and some plastic into plastic. If you just keep going, it pops. You can do that with Coke bottle lids. You turn it too hard and all of a sudden it pops, and you just keep, it's like it's stripped. But with this plastic, it just snaps, and then you've got this little hairline split in it. I think that's what it is. Anyway, I told him I'm going to buy groceries in the morning, and when I get home, I'll come back up there, and I'm going to look through my plumbing stuff to see if I have that part. He says he'll look through his stuff too. It's just a small little piece, probably not a couple of bucks, but I may have to stop and get one if I don't have one. Anyway, there's a dead cat in my front yard. Isn't this ridiculous? All these dead things, they just come up, and I guess I don't have any kind of a yard fence, and it's not a cat of mine. It's not even one of these wild cats of mine. It's that tomcat that we've talked about that the people brought. The Siamese cat that's never been neutered, and he's the one that has made some of these mama cats around here pregnant, and they keep popping out there. I told Mom when I got down there, I said, well, there's not going to be any more Siamese kittens. And she goes, oh, is it dead, the daddy? And I said, yeah. And she goes, I said, it's in my front yard. And I said, I don't know. And he's evidently been there for, at least sometime this past week while I was gone. Because he smells really bad, and he's already a little bit decomposing. But, either he got hit by a car and he made his way toward the house for some reason. He's not my cat. I don't know why he wouldn't try to make his way to his own house. He's got people. They just let him go, and he just started running around like wild tomcats do up and down the roads. But he's got family across the street from us, or either dog caught him. It's either or, one or the other. You know, that's all. But to tell the truth, it looked like his tail was missing, or some of his tail. And that makes me think that dogs caught him. Anyway, I gotta clean that up, because that's just like, it's just a few I don't know, it's about 10 or 15 steps from those feet from the steps that go right down in front of my door. Not the ones at the driveway, but the ones that are in front of the house. And I was like, well, I can't even go down the steps without seeing him right there. So I've got to pick him up somehow. That's disgusting. Anyway, I'm going to go close up my babies and finish watching it is French, or it's Spanish, I don't know, but it's not absentia. I told Mom I didn't think that's what it was, and Mom said when I was down there, she said, your daddy looked it up, you're right, it's spelled, it's said with an accent. And I said, like, absent, I can't even, I hear it in my head, but I can't say it out right now. Absentia, something like that. Anyway. All right. Love you guys. I'll see y'all later.